In this video, you are going to learn all about IGG Food Sensitivity Testing. I actually just got my kit in the mail. Super excited. Not quite sure how to use any of this stuff yet, but in this video, you're going to learn firsthand from Jillian from Love Your Body, Feed Your Soul on how this works. What is IGG Food Sensitivity Testing? How can this benefit you? Stay tuned, watch the whole video, and at the end, you'll find out ways where you can do this at home. You can see me in action, how I'm going to be doing this, and the results that I will be getting back just after about 3 weeks from now. So check it out. So as Jillian was saying, she is from Love Your Body, Feed Your Soul, and literally we have met, a couple weeks ago? Like, it's been crazy. So super excited to be having her within our group, our guest speaker tonight. And I'm actually going to move my computer back a little bit because we're going to be going through the kit that she sent me. So we're going to walk through the whole process. And like I mentioned in the post today, if you guys saw this, it was more about what's happening inside your body than just this topical stuff, because everyone is different, and Jillian will go into this. Everyone is unique. Every body is unique. And the beauty of what Jillian is doing is we actually take blood samples. And I'm going to let her totally tell you all about this because it's so exciting. And while she's doing that, I'm going to be over here with my kit doing it. So I'm going to kick it off, let you introduce yourself, Jillian, to the group, and then let me know when you want me to get started, and we'll get going.
Okay. Yes. Hi, everybody. I am founder, owner of Love Your Body, Feed Your Soul. This is the fun little branding of it. And pretty much what I do is I do IGG Food Sensitivity Kits. Now, somebody earlier was saying how throughout the cleanse that you guys have been doing, you haven't necessarily been craving pizza as much as you used to. Now, that's kind of part of the whole sensitivity kit. With the foods that we eat, we gain a addiction to them, and it's not just a mind thing, it's a digestion thing. Our bodies start becoming used to digesting certain foods, or in a sensitivity case, not digesting foods. So when you're speaking about an IgG food sensitivity, there's a difference between a sensitivity and an allergy. So with a sensitivity, it's when your body can't digest the food that you're eating, and it gets stored in your gut, and you can't properly digest it, which causes you to not be able to get the proper nutrients that you need. Now with an allergy, that's when a histamine releases into your bloodstream, and you'll get hives, or your eyes will get itchy, your throat will close, and you'll get an actual reaction to it at that moment. That's why you take an antihistamine. Now with a sensitivity, pretty much what happens is throughout time, as you consume a food that your body can't necessarily digest, it could cause some sort of autoimmune disease. You could get like rheumatoid arthritis. You could get some sort of chronic illness. So what you want to do is learn the foods that your body can actually digest so that you're eating for you. Because no matter what, if you are eating healthy foods, if your body can't digest those foods that you're consuming, you're constantly going to be getting bloated. You're constantly going to be feeling ill because your body can't break it down properly. Does that make sense? Yeah? Okay, so with this test that we're doing, and the kit that I'm going to be giving away, I'll just show it to you guys real quickly. You get a finger prick with it. So this is what the test kit looks like. It comes like this. You are going to be getting, yep, there you go. You're going to be getting a finger prick. Now, I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with any diabetics, or if you have diabetes, but it's kind of like when a diabetic pricks their finger to check their glucose level. That's what the test is. So you're going to prick your finger, and you are going to put the blood spot onto the protein saver paper. So you're going to fill in these dots right here. After you do that, this is going to be sent off to a laboratory, and you'll get your test results in 3 to 4 weeks. Now, this kind of goes hand in hand with what you guys are doing with the whole cleanse situation, because you're ridding yourself of the bacteria that's inside of your gut, which is going to be allowing yourself to digest the foods that you need to properly, so they don't get stored in your stomach. So what the results look like, they're super easy to read. So these are the list of the foods that we test for. It's 93 different foods. And then from there, we put together a reactivity summary. So right here, if you can see, can you guys see that okay? Mm-hmm. All right. So that's a reactivity summary. So that goes over the foods that you have a high sensitivity to, a moderate sensitivity to, and a low sensitivity to. And it's like so easy to read. It's kind of making lab testing more friendly for people to actually understand. And then from there, we do a complete overview of what your test results are. And then we put together a rotation diet plan, which allows you to wean yourself off of the foods that you've been consuming, that your body has, in a sense, gotten addicted to. So then you could properly start feeding your body the things that it needs in order to act appropriately. So you don't, get bloated, or one of the symptoms, if you have irritable bowel syndrome, that's something that's caused from eating a food that you're sensitive to. There are a lot of mental illnesses or emotional instabilities that go with it too. So say depression, if you're an emotional roller coaster. I know that these are actually my test results. And as you can tell, I have an extreme sensitivity to dairy and an extreme sensitivity to gluten. Now, because of this, it caused me to be an emotional roller coaster. I was having extreme anxiety. My stomach was constantly hurting, so I was constantly going through this tug of war of what's going on with me until I figured out that it was my foods. So then after that, I did my rotation diet, which you use this as your grocery list. So you just take this whole list, and it's broken down into 4 days. So then you map that out in your calendar, and you cook according to the foods that are listed on this piece of paper. And that's where I come in, and I assist you in creating recipes, and we do, FaceTimes together if you want to, phone conversations. You get a newsletter that is customized to your results, and we just help you become the best version of yourself. Because, let's be honest, you're the only person that can do that. If you continue to consume foods that you're not supposed to be, you'll get ill. It's almost like it's preventative. It's setting you up to be your best self, and all you have to do is keep it up. And it doesn't mean you're not going to have those days where you're going to have pizza or Chinese food or Thai food. It's just saying you're balancing yourself out, and you'll see, results up to a week of doing it. You really will, because it just makes you feel better. It makes you feel whole. It helps with just thinking clearer, because there's another part of it, which is candida. And that's it's a bacteria overgrowth in your gut, which causes you to have a lack of energy. Or say those days that you're feeling so foggy, and you're like, what the hell's going on? Like, why am I feeling foggy right now? I got rest. I ate good. I drank a lot of water, but why am I feeling like I'm drunk? Or why am I feeling like, that's pretty much what it is. And it's because you're not getting the proper nutrients you need to have the energy to produce and be healthy, and what this does with the rotation diet is it cleanses your body out so you can get that bacteria out of your gut. Oh yeah, Amy, she goes, oh my God, I had that all last week. Yeah. It's bizarre. It's like, you don't know what's going on. You're uncertain, and doctors, you could go to the doctor, but they're going to be like, oh, you're depressed. Okay, well, why am I depressed? What's causing this depression? And a lot of times it's from the foods that you're eating. There's been clinical studies linked to it. There's a lot of things that, you know, they'll just prescribe you a medication when really it could be helped with just basic food, you know, like eating like this, just eating corn, lima beans, peas, pork, cashews, pistachios, coming up with fun recipes and almost curing yourself of this quote unquote depression or lack of energy, or you can't focus and all of a sudden you have ADD. And it's like, but you don't have those things. You're just not eating for your body. So yeah, that's pretty much all of it in a nutshell.
Well, and it totally solidifies that feeling of, I mean, you guys know, or maybe, I mean, I feel this way, like if I have, it's Saturday and my husband and I have a big old pizza, cheese and processed meat and whatever on it, and it's like literally after an hour, it's like, oh my gosh, I don't feel good. But if you were to have, you know, a really healthy dinner where you're loading your plate with veggies and fruit, and not to say that you don't have to go off and have these amazing, you know, food experiences, but you know the feeling, right? Where you can be on a high or a low when it comes to food. And I think what's so amazing with this is it just solidifies those things that are specific to you, that are, you know, you're doing great in this department, but you're not doing so good over here. And this is where you could do less of these things. And like Jillian said, you know, I think it's so brilliant to have the recipes in the end, because it's like, okay, I got my results. Now what do I do? You know, okay, you're telling me I can't have cheese. Holy crap, the world's going to burn up. I don't know what's happening. What do I do now? You know? And
it's not even telling you to not eat the, like, obviously mine, since I was extremely, I should not have had dairy at all, you know, because of that, it's like, they said no, but a lot of them, they'll just rotate it. You know what I mean? They'll be like, okay, don't have mozzarella cheese every single day. Don't have milk every single day. Maybe, you know, take it back a little bit. Have it on Tuesdays. Have it on, you know, different. It's about balance. That's what life's about. You got to balance things. You can't overly consume things that you're not supposed to be consuming, you know, or else you will get sick, or else you are going to end up in the doctor's office. You are going to have those ridiculous medical bills, or that illness, that chronic illness that doesn't go away, that you have to deal with for the rest of your life. So it's like about preventing it now and setting yourself up for success, so that you can live a happy, healthy life. Because, you know, nobody else is going to do it but yourself. And it's trusting the people around you that they're going to steer you in the right direction. And sometimes, you know, not saying physicians are wrong or doctors are wrong or things like that, but saying sometimes you got to take your own health into your own hands and make choices on your day-to-day that are going to make a difference for you. You wrote something, you said you had a similar test done.
Oh,
that's what. Yeah. Where do I pull that up?
So it's in the bottom, and I pulled it up for you here too. It looks like she had a test like this done 4 years ago, and she got a bunch of results back. Turns out leaky gut and different sensitivities, and so yeah, she weeded out dairy and gluten. So yeah. I mean, it's nice to know when you know what it is that's the trigger. You know, I'll just speak on behalf of myself. Like, you know, I talk about anxiety a lot, and I think a lot of where I was at in college was the food that I was eating, because I so noticed the transition when I started to weed out like the late night pizza sessions, the tons of beer, the every morning coffee, sugar all the time. And when I started to understand that, you know, hey, I don't need all these things. I can, you know, have much healthier alternative options, was when things started to kind of change for me, when I look back on those moments of just clarity, right?
Yeah, yeah, and that's it. Because if you think about it, if you're consuming coffee every day that has caffeine in it, and then on top of it all, you're adding these creamers that have extreme amounts of sugar, and then on top of it all, you're putting sugar in it. That's all uppers, up. Well, when you are doing that, your anxiety level is going to spike, because you are just boom, 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 boom. And you're not slowing down, and you're not taking a moment to think. You can't necessarily relax because your body's on a stimulant. Now, as soon as, and then on top of it, you're drinking beer, you're eating pizzas, your chicken wings, you're putting crap inside of your body, so you're going to feel like crap. So right now it's taking those years of overly consuming those things and almost understanding exactly what you need, implementing it into your daily life, and starting to change your habits. That's all it is. It's breaking the cycle and reintroducing yourself into living a different lifestyle, but also healing your body along the way. Because damage has already been done. Like for me, I know the damage that has been done within consuming all of the dairy and the gluten and the sugars and the caffeines. I know that. And now from the moment I got those results 4 years ago to now, I've drastically changed my lifestyle. I've made choices to balance out my everyday. And you know what? I'm happier because of it. And I am grateful at the fact that I'm able to do that, you know, and it's almost making that choice. You got to make the choice to make a change to be better. That's what it is. Because, you know, at the end of it all, you're the only one that can do it. You're the only one. And, you know, you could have the support system around you, but it's all mind over matter. It's just making that leap, you know. Like I think I read one of the comments about pizza day at work, right when you started your cleanse. It's like, you know what? And you want to know what that was? That was a test. That was a test from the universe. That was it being like, okay, are you ready? Are you going to do it? You know, looking you straight in the face. And at that moment, you made that choice to be like, I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
I'm going to do it. And I'm going to do it for me, you know? And that's kind of what you got to do.
Absolutely.
You know?
There's so much validity to that. I love that so much. It's so true. And anytime that you want to shake things up in your life, it's like, oh, wait, are you sure? Are you sure you want to do this?
It's like, are you positive? Like all of a sudden you meet up with a group of friends and they're all drinking and you're sitting there and you're like, okay, this could go one of two ways. Like, do I want to wake up tomorrow and feel like shit? Or do you want to sit here and just drink my water, maybe hold a beer just so everybody leaves me alone? And then, you know what I mean? And then be like, okay, well, tomorrow, I like wake up on a Saturday and be like, okay, I could go to the farmer's market now. Or like do the things that you enjoy to do. And the only reason why I speak on it is because I live it. You know what I mean? It's not, I'm no better or different than you. We're all equal in this situation where it's like you are put in front of these choices every single day, and you just gotta you've got to self-talk. That's what and you're not crazy for doing it, trust me, to all of you. We all, like, you've got to self-talk, like, okay, like those little voices in your head, like, what am I gonna do? Play out the scenario. That's what I do. I don't know.
So let's talk a little bit. One thing that I learned from this that I had no idea on was this candida. And as soon as you and I hopped off the phone a couple of weeks ago, I was like, okay, tell me, I need to research this a little bit more, because I was like, this is a thing. I didn't know it was just like this new thing happening, but I'd love to like have your take on it. Tell us a little bit more about it. Don't feel freaked out, anybody. I think initially I was a little freaked, like, what? Overgrowth, bacteria, gut? I don't know. But so take it away on that.
Well, okay, so a lot of things can happen when you have a candida overgrowth. One of them could be a outbreak. Like, obviously the toxins need to come out somewhere, so they'll come out on your face, or which could be caused, fibrosis, cysts, or whatever it is. Sorry, I'm having a blank. But those cystic acne on your face, that's causing from candida, because it's the yeast overgrowth. So those are actually yeast pockets inside of your face.
Wow.
It causes you to become extremely groggy, foggy in your day-to-day, like as I was saying before, bloating. Like you bloat because what's going on is there's gases. Every single food that you eat has a gas in it, has some sort of chemical reaction based off of your making, your chemistry. So when you consume the food, there's a reaction going on inside of you. And that reaction can cause, candida. It's the candida, yes. But a candida overgrowth, but they could cause fibrosis cysts. So those, like the cysts, like, you know how women get cysts on their ovaries, or, you know, you could get them in your breasts or on your face or anywhere. People could get cysts anywhere. That has a lot to do with the candida overgrowth because they're yeast pockets. The yeast has to go somewhere. And it's a combination between the yeast and the sugar inside of your stomach, and it causes a bacteria overgrowth, which could cause your stomach to actually get open sores, like your intestine, which causes leaky gut. And what leaky gut is when all the bacteria rips through your intestinal wall and goes into your bloodstream, you know, and it could cause you to get very, very ill. And unfortunately, here in America, a lot of our foods, have that combination, you know. It's like cake, like that's a yeast and that's a sugar, like that's bread right there. That's a carb. You're eating a carb and you're eating sugar, and then that together causes this bacteria. So different ways that you could get rid of that is our beautiful friend apple cider vinegar. I have that right here, as you've been doing. Yes, there has been blogs recently about how, you know, it's not good for you if you drink it too much and it ruins the enamel in your teeth and it da-da-da-da-da. Well, guess what? A lot of things do. Just be smart. You know what I mean? It's like, as I said, everything in balance, everything in moderation. I've been taking a shot of this. I mean, I take a shot of it in the morning. I swig it. I mean, I do it like now.
Like right now. I love it.
Used to it. If you could take a shot of alcohol, you could take a shot of apple cider vinegar. That's what I tell people. You know, think about those times you do, if you drink alcohol and you take a shot of tequila and you're like, that's this, but this is actually helping your body. So this is what I use. Leafy greens, juicing in the morning. Yeah, you have to get the one with the mother. I do Bragg's. I'm not sure where everybody's located, but at your local grocery store, like Sprouts, they have their own brand. Sometimes grocery stores, they'll carry their own brand. Yeah, Trader Joe's. You have to get the mother in it. The mother is the key part, because this is what I always think of it. Mothers, we are the nutrients and we carry the child. We are the ones that create. We have all of the creation inside of us that carries the child. We give birth. We have all of that in us. That's the same that goes for this. This mother, you have to have the mother in it, because the mother's going to carry all the nutrients that's going to take care of your body. So that's my tip to people. That's what I tell them. Another thing is leafy greens. I recently started juicing in the morning. I don't know if you have a juicer, they have really cheap ones at Target that you can get, and you literally just throw it in. Like you throw in kale, bok choy, spinach. Like spinach is the best thing to flush out your system with candida. I'll do, what else do I put in it? Celery, cucumbers, because cucumbers is a diuretic, it's a natural cleanser. And then same with celery. Celery is the floss for your intestine, pretty much. That's what they call it. So it completely detoxifies your intestine. So you'll definitely, after a week of doing it, you'll definitely start flushing out your system, but it's not painful. It's like a natural cleanse. That's what I call it. Because I know that you have them on doing a cleanse right now.
Yep, last day today.
Okay, perfect. So today's the last day of the cleanse. Mm-hmm. If you want to keep it up, juice, put that into your everyday life. It's kind of like taking your vitamins. That's like what I'll wake up in the morning and I'll just make a green juice. I'll make a green juice for the next 3 days, and then I'll just pour it, take a shot of it. It's not anything that tastes delicious. You're not like, yum. You gotta like some of them can taste good. I threw a Honeycrisp apple in mine the other day, and it was like somewhat more enjoyable, but you kind of want to stick to the basics, all veggies. Another good way to cleanse out candida naturally is avocado. So with like this test, if you get, if you have a candida overgrowth, which I think I did at that time. Oh yeah. I had a candida overgrowth. So I created a bunch of candida recipes, which when you do this, I'll send them out to you. But one of them was avocado pesto, because garlic, basil, and avocado are all foods that fight against candida. So I just put the avocado in the blender. I have a basil plant, put it in there. I put garlic, whipped it down, and then I put it on top of shrimp, or you could put it on a gluten-free pasta if you really want to do that, but I don't necessarily. That kind of can counteract because there's a lot of sugars in gluten-free pastas, so you got to be careful with that. But you could put it on anything. You really can. You could dip bell peppers in it. I was doing that too. That's delicious. Because if you get orange and yellow bell peppers, they're sweet. So they kind of feed that sugar craving, which is a good tip. So it's just eating foods that can get rid of the candida. You in class?
We're at our 3-minute mark, just to give you a heads up.
Already?
I know. It goes by like super quick. Yeah.
No, that makes me sad.
Okay. So I'm just gonna, while you're still talking, I'm gonna get started on this.
Okay.
So maybe tell me, how do I do I do this part?
So twist that towards you and pop it off. Just that little piece.
Okay.
Just kind of twist and pop. There you go. Okay. Now what you want to do is your finger's going to be, kind of have your hands be down at your side, I guess. Yeah. Okay. You want to go like this. Do you see?
Like get it and like.
Yeah, you want to push. You want to take your other hand and push the blood, like kind of massage your finger so the blood rushes to the tip of your finger. Okay.
Anybody squeamish?
Now hold it, like kind of hold it like that, so you can get the blood there. Yep. Now take the yellow pricker and make sure it's on the top of your finger. So do you see
the white side?
Yep, right here. Here, I'm going to actually grab one really quickly and I'll do it with you.
Okay.
Because it really does not hurt at all.
And then you guys can see that these are the little dots that I put on.
3 minutes. I don't know what I did with mine.
You kind of see it? So I'll do the little dots on there, put my name on, and then Jillian has all of the form information, then I just send it back. And then it takes about, 3 weeks or so?
Yep, it'll take 3 to 4 weeks to get your results back. So yeah, and then after you get your results, you and I will have an open conversation about what you want to do further. We'll discuss your results and the foods that you're supposed to be eating and what you're not supposed to be eating. And then we'll put together a plan. I hate finger pricks. I think it's a lot easier. They used to do it through your vein. So you used to have to do like 4 tubes of it. So the fact that as soon as they came up with the DBS, the dried blood spot, I was like, sold. This is, everybody needs to do this. And it just jumpstarts you in being able to actually know what's going on. So real quickly, if you're interested in purchasing the test, you go to www.lovebodyfeedsoul.com. I have a special going on with them right now. And then I also am doing free shipping if you're interested. And I just got a shipment in. So I have enough for everyone if you guys are interested in getting it done. And then I could work with you on just continuing on with your cleanse and continuing on, you guys, like taking care of your body. Oh, you got it. See?
You got it.
But you got to fill it out.
Yeah, I'm going to a lot of blood. I'm like squeeze it out.
I know, but you could prick yourself again. You just got to like get it on there.
It's not hard to do.
No, it's not hard at all. You just got to take the time to do it.
That was an awesome call. We did get cut off a little bit early, so I wanted to walk you through the next steps of what it's like to be a patient on the other end, so to speak, and what it's like once you get your kit, what you need to do, and the next steps. So basically, once the call got ended, there was a ton of questions for Jillian, so I do encourage you that if questions came up during that video call, to reach out to her at Love Your Body, Feed Your Soul, and she is an ultimate guru. She can help and guide you through the questions that you have. So basically, what is it like the next steps with the kit? So if you don't like blood, look away, but it's nothing to be too freaked out over. All I had to do with the kit is you probably saw this in the video too, this little baggie contained just a quick little needle. So all I had to do was touch the end, and it gave a quick little prick, and you can kind of see the little aftermath right there, just a little prick on my finger. And this little sheet here is what I put my blood on. And that is what the laboratory is going to be testing when it comes to my unique body chemistry. The beautiful thing about this, you guys, is that this is not a fad diet. This is not the hottest trend. This is not what everybody's doing right now. This is you, right? So this isn't like some crazy thing that everyone's trying to do at this moment. This is your body chemistry and how the food works with you, because it doesn't get any more real than your own blood, right? So I'm pretty excited for this, and I feel like I eat pretty clean as a person or as an individual. I feel like I eat well, but you know what? There are days where, I get a headache out of the blue after eating something and I don't know quite what it is, or I'll feel really tired or lethargic. So I'm really interested to get these results back. So again, she made this super easy for me, that all I had to do was my quick little finger prick, put my blood on the sheet, and then all I have to do is fill out this little form, and it goes off to the laboratory. Jillian made this super easy for me, you guys. All I have to do is just pop it in this FedEx envelope that she already has done. Easy peasy. And in about 3 weeks, I will be getting my results back. At that time, she will give me a call, or we'll FaceTime together, and we'll walk through all my results. And she'll also be providing me with a unique meal plan. So from here on out, I will know exactly the foods that I should not be having in my diet that might be affecting my body, and having a healthy, happy body, which is what she's all about. And Love Your Body, Feed Your Soul. And again, if you are not already on her page, what are you waiting for? Go over, check it out. Love Your Body, Feed Your Soul. If you have questions for her about this kit, I know I had a ton in the beginning, and so I encourage you to reach out to her. This has been an awesome, awesome time. I will be back to report all of my results so that you can see sort of what happens on the patient end, and you can kind of go from there and see if this is something that you want to venture into as well. Again, Love Your Body, Feed Your Soul. Thank you, Jillian. I really appreciate this, and I will see you in about 3 weeks. Yay! Bye!